Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about the selection of packaging materials. Food packaging can be made from many materials, but the 5 most common types are plastic, paper and board, metal, glass, and multi-layer materials. First, plastic are the most widely used because they are lightweight, durable, and cost-effective, which makes them ideal for items like instant noodles or snacks. Next, paper and board are popular for dry food such as cereals or biscuits, since they are recyclable and easy to print on. Metals like aluminium or tin are used mainly for cans as they offer an excellent barrier to light, air, and moisture. Then we have glass, which is eco-friendly and gives an aesthetic appeal. That's why it's often used for beverages like beer or sauces. Lastly, multi-layer materials combine several types like plastic and paper to form stronger and more protective packaging commonly seen in products such as oatmeal boxes. Each of these materials has unique properties that influence both food safety and sustainability.
First is plastic. There are 4 primary types that are commonly used. Polyethylene, ideal for crinkly plastic bags, milk jars, or detergent bottles. It resists moisture and chemicals, cost-effective and easy to recycle. However, it doesn't resist gases. Polypropylene, excellent heat resistance, which is essential for microwave-safe containers. Its resistance to fat and oils makes it ideal for packaging greasy food. The disadvantage, however, is poor UV resistance. PVC, good barrier properties against oxygen and moisture and available in 2 primary forms. However, its use in food packaging has become more restricted because of concerns about certain additives and limited recyclability. PET, its properties of excellent resistance against CO2, lightweight, strong, and recyclable makes it widely used for carbonated drinks. One of the disadvantages is it deforms at extreme temperatures. Paper and paperboard. They are made primarily from cellulose fibers derived from wood and processed through pulping, bleaching, and chemical treatments to improve strength, printability, and resistance to moisture or grease. The disadvantage is a poor barrier against oxygen, light, and other environmental factors.
Some factors of why people choose metal as a food packaging material include resistance, which will lead to extended shelf life, indefinite recyclability, and durability. First one is moisture resistance. Metallic material exhibit near zero water vapor transmission rates, forming highly effective barrier against moisture ingress. Second is contamination resistance. Metals form a hermetic seal when properly processed, which will prevent contamination from microorganisms, dust, and volatile substances. This smooth non-porous surface also makes them resistant to microbial adherence and easier to sterilize. Third is oxidation resistance. Metals like aluminum form an oxide layer that provides corrosion and oxidation protection. Similarly, tin plate and stainless steel are protected by passive layer that hinder oxygen diffusion. Fourth, indefinite recyclability. Recycling aluminum saves up to 95% of the energy required to produce primary aluminum, reducing greenhouse gas emissions. And lastly, durability. Metals provide excellent mechanical strength and impact resistance, ensuring that the packaging can withstand high stacking loads, transportation vibration, and processing conditions, protecting food from physical damage and supporting long-term storage under various conditions.
Now onto glass. Unlike plastic and metal, glass is the natural minerals such as silica and limestone melted together to form glass packaging. Hence, there will not be any migrated BPA or synthetic plastics in food products. Glass packaging is often used in beverage packaging, beer bottles, food containers, jars, and many more. In addition, glass is also non-porous, which is resistant to moisture, bacteria, and oxidation. Glass remains stable under extreme temperatures, meaning that it won't release chemicals or cause migration. It can also be recycled indefinitely without losing purity or quality. One of the disadvantages that it possesses is fragility and production cost because it requires high intensive. Now, onto multi-layer material. As one material could not possess multiple functionality, multi-layer packaging is implemented. Multi-layer packaging is the intimate linkage of multiple biodegradable materials forming a package structure. Multi-layer materials brought upon several advantages, such as the barrier from oxygen, moisture, and light properties, and also the flexibility to fit specific needs. However, multi-layer packaging material composed of plastic polymers, which is almost not recyclable because the materials are very difficult to separate, causing an issue to the environment.
Okay, so factors to consider when choosing materials. The first one is the mechanical strength of the material, which is the ability to withstand transportation, stacking, and external pressure from the environment. The second one is the chemical compatibility, We must ensure that the materials do not react or contaminate the food. The third one is cost effectiveness. We must make sure that the material is affordable for massive production. And the fourth one is barrier properties. The materials must be resistant to moisture, heat, and surrounding gases to better preserve the food inside. The fifth one is sustainability, which is one of the most important issues that needs to be addressed. Well, materials used must be recyclable, biodegradable, in order not to pollute the environment. And the last one is convenience and appealing looks. We must choose lightweight material for the sake of the convenience of consumers, as well as the attractive look to make the product intriguing.
Now, this is the reference. And lastly, thank you for watching everyone.